Hey, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you our research study, which entitled Assessing the Level of Awareness of the Child Protection Policy Among Elementary School Teachers in Region 10. My name is Marivic Elhan Awan, and together with me are Ma'am Emma Bahian, Sir Michael Velez, Ma'am Florida Liza Sakabin, Ma'am Hazel Hierosalem, and Sir Arnold Bahala. Our study focused on the level of awareness and responsiveness of elementary school teachers in implementing child protection policy. Let's get started with the introduction. Child protection policies are crucial in ensuring the safety and well-being of students within educational settings. These policies serve as framework to prevent and address abuse, exploitation, and neglect of children, providing a secure environment that fosters learning and development. In the Philippines, the Department of Education has mandated the implementation of the Child Protection Policy, or also known as the CPP. This is across all educational institutions, emphasizing the role of teachers as frontliners protectors of children's rights. Thus, this study aims to investigate the level of awareness and implementation of child protection policies among elementary school teachers in Region 10, Philippines. Examine the level of knowledge, understanding, and implementation of these policies within the educational context. For the significance of this study lies in its potential to inform policy adjustments and professional development programs that can strengthen the protective environment for children in schools, ensuring their safety and well-being in line with national and international standards. And for the theoretical and conceptual framework, assessing the level of awareness of the child protection policy among elementary school teachers in Region 10 can be based on the social learning theory, which was proposed by Albert Bandura. According to Bandura, individuals learn through observation, imitation, and modeling of others' behaviors, which can influence their attitudes and actions towards specific behaviors. In the context of child protection policy awareness among elementary school teachers, the social learning theory suggests that teachers' awareness and implementation of child protection policies can be influenced by observing the behaviors and practices of their colleagues, school administrators, and the broader educational community. Teachers may adopt and reinforce child protection practices based on the positive modeling they observe within their school environment. Our schematic diagram. We have here the independent variable, the teacher's awareness of the child protection policy, and we have there on the right side the dependent variable, which is the responsiveness of elementary schools in implementing the child protection policies. And we also have here the moderator variables, which includes training and orientation on policy implementation, access to resources and materials, support and resources available to teachers, monitoring and evaluation of policy implementation, integration of policy into curriculum and instructional activities, and communication of policy to all stakeholders. Here are our statement of the problem. First, what is the level of awareness among elementary school teachers in Region 10 regarding the child protection policy? Number 2, to what extent are the elementary schools in Region 10 responsive in implementing the child protection policy? And last, is there a significant relationship between the teacher's awareness of the child protection policy and the responsiveness of the elementary schools in implementing the policy? Hypothesis: there is no significant relationship between the two variables. As to the scope and the limitation of the study, this study only focused on assessing the level of awareness of the child protection policies among elementary school teachers in Region 10. It also includes examining teachers' level of knowledge, understanding, and implementation of these policies within the educational context. This is delimited itself to elementary school teachers in Region 10 and does not extend to other educational levels or geographical location. This involved descriptive research design, and it employed the specific time frame of the study. This also clarified the boundaries and limitation, focusing only on specific aspects related to child protection policy awareness among elementary school teachers in Region 10. And these are the terms we have used in our study, and these terms were defined operationally from the child protection policy, awareness, responsiveness, and implementation. I present to you the methodology. The research design, assessing the level of awareness of the child protection policy among elementary school teachers in Region 10, employed a descriptive research design to systematically investigate the awareness and responsiveness of elementary school teachers to child protection policy. This research design is appropriate for capturing the current state of knowledge, attitudes, and practices related to the child protection policy. By utilizing a descriptive approach, the study aimed to provide comprehensive overview of the level of awareness, identify gaps in understanding, and suggest potential areas for improvement in policy implementation. And as to the participants of the study, elementary school teachers from public and private schools in Region 10, Philippines. The region comprises diverse socioeconomic and cultural backgrounds, making it an ideal setting to explore variations in awareness levels. And for the sampling technique, a stratified random sampling was employed to ensure that the sample size is representative of the various subregions and school types within Region 10. The sample size was determined based on the statistical power analysis to ensure sufficient power to detect significant differences and relationships. The research instrument. The primary instrument for the data collection was a researcher made questionnaire that assesses teachers' level of awareness of child protection policies and their perceptions of policy implementation in school. The study used a survey questionnaire with 20 questions, each rated on a 4-point scale ranging from 1, which is the strongly disagree, until 4, strongly agree. The data was analyzed using descriptive statistics, including the means and wrongs, of course, to determine the level of agreement among respondents. And for the validity and reliability of the instrument, with the help of three experts, the questionnaire underwent a validation process to ensure its validity in measuring the intended construct. Reliability testing was also conducted to assess the consistency and stability of the instrument. For the data gathering procedure, we process and involve distributing a questionnaire using a Google form to make it easy and provide with clear and concise instructions to the elementary school teachers in Region 10. And as to the treatment of data, the collected data analyzed using statistical tools such as frequency and percentage to describe mean and standard deviation to assess awareness and implementation indicators. And of course, the correlation analysis to explore the relationship between the two variables. After the intensive gathering and process, let me present to you the presentation, discussion, analysis, and interpretation of the data. We have here the first one, the level of awareness. The results indicate that the majority of respondents, which comprises 83.9%, are aware of the child protection policy and understand its purpose and objectives. However, there is a significant gap in the knowledge of specific provisions and guidelines, with only 10.5 which strongly agree and 28% who agrees. And for the awareness of child protection policy, the majority of respondents, which is 83.9%, are aware of the child protection policy implemented by the Department of Education, indicating a strong agreement among school personnel. And for the understanding of policy purpose and objectives, the respondents also strongly agree, which comprise 83.9%, that they understand the purpose and objectives of the child protection policy. The knowledge of specific provision and guidelines. However, there is a significant gap in the knowledge of specific provision and guidelines outlined in the child protection policy, with only 10.5% strongly agreeing and 28.0% agreeing. For the training and orientation, the respondents generally agree with the 83.1% that they have received training or orientation in the implementation of the child protection policy. For the responsiveness of elementary schools, the study found that the extent to which elementary schools in Region 10 are responsive in implementing the child protection policy. This is generally positive, no? So the teachers are knowledgeable about the policy and schools are compliant with its implementation. For the summary and findings for the SOP1, which is awareness and understanding of child protection policy, again, majority of the respondents, which is 83.9%, are aware. Number two, the implementation of child protection policy. Generally agree 76.9% that the child protection policy is effectively implemented in their schools. However, there is a significant variation in this level of agreement across different indicators, with some respondents indicating unfamiliarity with reporting procedures and access to resources. For the summary regarding the relationship between awareness and responsiveness, this study found a significant positive relationship between teachers' awareness of the child protection policy and the responsiveness of elementary schools in implementing the policy. Thus, it means schools with more aware teachers tend to have a higher levels of policy implementation. Now, for the conclusion, the study highlights the importance of teachers' awareness in effective implementation of child protection policies to ensure a safe school environment for students. The results indicate that there is a significant positive relationship between teachers' awareness and the child protection policy and the responsiveness of elementary school teachers in implementing the policy. So here are some of our recommendations. If maybe, provide comprehensive training, improve access to resources and materials, strengthen the support and monitoring mechanism, enhance communication and integration of child protection policy, and have a regular review and evaluate the implementation of the child protection policy. Of course, to improve more, no, the area of to ensure its alignment with the school mission and values, and of course with the national standard. So here are our references. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, everyone.